Good morning and happy April Fool's Day. I want to share with you not a joke for the first time whenever you're seeing me. I'm not going to tell a joke. I'm just going to share some encouragement with you that has helped me personally. And I'm hoping that this simple video will bring a boost to your day as you go forward anyway. Okay, so the verse I want to dive into today is Esther 4:14. It's actually the verse that we've been going over, or I've been going over the past two Sabbaths at church, but I just want to share it again in a slightly different context because it's just so pertinent right now. But before I get into that, I just want to share with you that what has helped me each day get up, get going, even when days are less than good. I try to reframe my day with gratitude. And there is scientific and biblical evidence that whenever we think about the things that we are blessed with, the things that we have, the things that are plaguing us seem to have less power, have less sway over how we're feeling. But it's not as easy as that. It's not always as simple as just, okay, I'm grateful for a house over my, a roof over my head. I'm grateful for indoor plumbing, water, these things that are beautiful and we should be grateful for. Sometimes it doesn't make the bad feelings go away. And something I learned from my sister and from my wife is that whenever they are feeling less than good, whenever they're depressed or they're struggling, they have learned that helping others, helping those around them, somehow, some way makes the existential dread, the fear, the anxiety, the depression that they are feeling, somehow it diminishes. And I can confirm that when I have been feeling down and I have helped other people, it has reversed the effects. And it's very, very fascinating. And I want to put that feeling and that idea in comparison to Esther 4:14, which I will read it right here. For if you keep silent at this time, this is Mordecai talking to Queen Esther. Relief and deliverance will rise for the Jews from another place, but you and your father's house will perish. And who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this. So I want to challenge you as I challenge myself. What if all of these coincidences around the coronavirus pandemic, around how you're feeling, around how your job has been affected, around how your family and yourself are relating together, what if all of this is some weird combination of coincidences that God is using? What if God is going to talk to you in a way that perhaps you wouldn't have heard before all of this is going on? What if God is going to open up relationships, perhaps, or heal broken relationships because the situation is different, because everything is up in the air? Perhaps God is going to use this unrest and upheaval for his glory. And I just want to share something that my sister shared with me, actually. It's from a woman named Melissa Urban. She goes over 4 things. Number 1, we are all grieving. Number 2, comparing your suffering to others is not necessary or helpful. Number 3, which is my personal favorite, you can be grateful and acknowledge that things suck in the same breath. And number 4, you are never alone. I think of my favorite verse in the midst of all that's going on, in the midst of comparing Esther for such a time as this to our context now, as we're feeling anxious, as we're honestly struggling with a collective grief that the world is different. I think of Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. So yeah, things are tough. Things may continue to be tough, but God is an expert. He is an absolute expert at turning the things that are trash into fertilizer for something beautiful. I think, to summarize this, a great way to do that would be to read the lyrics from a band named Gungor, a song appropriately called Beautiful Things. All this pain, I wonder if I'll ever find my way. I wonder if my life could really change at all. All this earth, could all that is lost ever be found? Could a garden come out of this ground at all? You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of dust. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. So I want to encourage you today, no matter how you're feeling, give it to God, and I guarantee He will do more with it than you ever think could be possible. Blessings.